is Michaela Bazoyan, and today we're going to make 2 winter snacks that are healthy and fun to make. The first one are little olive penguins, and the second one will be cheese and crackers with a deli meat of your choice. So let's get started. First, I'm going to show you what you'll need for ingredients, and then we'll look at the tools that we need. You'll need 2 olives. I have large and extra large. You can also find large and medium or large and small, but just that they're notably different in sizes. Cream cheese, not more than 8 ounces. A carrot, and the big kind work best. The little ones are a little bit too small. Then we'll move on to the tools. You'll need a plastic bag, the size doesn't really matter. A can opener, toothpicks to help assemble our penguins, a peeler for the carrots, a knife, pick a knife that you feel comfortable with, and a cutting board. First step is to take your cream cheese and set it aside. We're going to let it thaw out for a little bit while we do a few other things. Next, we're going to open our olives with our can opener. And we're gonna keep them separate. I'm going to drain mine in the sink. If it's easier for you, you can use a strainer to help them not go down the sink. Of course, I have my trusty assistant Beans helping me out today, but I wanted to show you that my olives are 2 different sizes. So this will be the body of my penguin and this will be his head. I've opened my olives and I have drained them. I'm going to set them aside for a minute, and I'm going to take a large carrot and I'm going to peel it. I peel my carrots into the trash. You might be able to peel yours into a garbage disposal. Whatever works best. Great. Next, I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to cut off the end of my carrot because I don't need that. Both ends. And now we're going to make the feet, the base of our penguin, by cutting about 1/2 inch. It can be a little bit thicker, but try to get a nice flat piece like that. All right, our recipe says to cut out 18 pieces of carrots, but you can cut out as many as you like because it makes that many penguins. So if you cut out 18, you'll have 18 penguins. I'm gonna start with this many carrots for right now because I'm just making a snack for me. Our next step is to take the carrots that we cut out and we're going to cut a tiny V in them. This one you might wanna get a sharper knife or ask for help to cut out this little tiny triangle. This is going to be our beak for the penguin. Our next step is to cut our olive in half, but we're not gonna cut all the way through. So I'm only cutting one side, so it's open in one side and connected on the back. And then our third step says to cut a little hole in our penguin where we're going to put the beak. So I'm just gonna take my sharp knife, make a little hole. It's a little bit hard to see, and I'm going to try to slide my beak in. If there's not enough room, I'll just try cutting again. And there we go, there's his little beak. Our next step is to take the larger olive that we cut in half but not all the way through. And our recipe says that we can just take our cream cheese and you can spread it in there. If that's easier for you, go ahead and use your knife to spread cream cheese inside of the olive. If that's too difficult, another way I found was nice was to take some cream cheese, put it in that plastic bag we had, and then squeeze it into the olive to fill it up. Sometimes this is just a little bit easier and a little faster too. So then you should have components for your penguin that look like that. Next, we're going to assemble our penguin. Now we're going to assemble the penguin by using these as its feet. We're going to stick our toothpick, make sure you do this over a cutting board, into there. Then we're gonna take the stuffed olive and we're gonna slide it right on top. You might have to push the cream cheese down a little bit. Then lastly, you're going to take the top, the head, and you're gonna slide it right on. And there you go, you have a little penguin. Once you have assembled all of your penguins, they should look like this. Don't worry if it splits the face a little bit when you put the beak in. The toothpick will still hold it together. Don't they look nice? Next, we're going to move on to our second recipe, which are little snowflake ham and cheese crackers. Okay, for our next recipe, it's very simple and there are more ingredients than there are tools. So we'll start with the ingredients. The fun part about these is you can pick everything that you like. So if you don't like Ritz crackers, you can get another kind of round cracker. I picked these. I picked some Black Forest ham. You can also use salami or bologna, whatever your favorite deli meat is, and then some kind of cheese that would be easy to cut out. So I picked Kraft Singles because I know they're pretty easy to work with and I like them. So what we're going to do is look at our tools now. We just need a cutting board. You can also just do it on a plate if that's easier. A knife to help you get some of them cut the right size. And then I have little cookie cutters here that I'm going to use. They don't have to look exactly like mine. Maybe at home you just have the metal cookie cutters and those work great too. First, we're going to lay out the crackers. Next, you're going to take the deli meat that you picked out. Maybe it's turkey, maybe it's ham, maybe it's salami. If it's this size, these will fit nicely onto a cracker already. But if it doesn't fit, you can take a knife and go around and cut out the deli meat to fit the cracker. So I'm gonna do this for all of my crackers, and then I'm gonna move on to the cheese. Next, I'm going to unwrap my cheese, and I'm gonna start by cutting out shapes with my cookie cutter. I did one here. Now your cookie cutter might look different from mine, and that's okay. Just try to make it so the cheese comes out in a cute little shape. Perfect. Once you're finished, they will look like this. And you should have 2 snacks that come out looking like this. Thanks so much for baking with us today. We had fun making winter snacks with you. Have a great cozy season.